Hey everyone, and welcome to Carysgarage. We're in the Suburban, as you can tell, and it's got an empty trailer, like usual. But I won't do the usual hoopla of showing you it because I've done it a bunch of times. But you know what that means? We're gonna go pick up another car. Not under most normal circumstances, and I do apologize for being away for such a long time. Things have been a little out of control. We'll talk about that here in a minute, and I will show you what we're picking up, and we'll take a look at it. And here it is. But before we get started and take a look at the car, I just wanted to say, again, I'm really sorry. It's been several months since I've had a video out. I've had a lot happening. Several people have passed away, which is actually how I got this car. A very dear friend of mine that I knew for about 18 years passed away from cancer, and he was a very good car friend of mine. We'd had a lot of adventures, and he had this car. I'll post up a couple of pictures in a little bit of how he found it. I only have a couple, and spent many years piecing it together, and he left it to me after he passed because he knew it was really my all-time dream car, and he knew I'd really love and appreciate it. So anyways, I'm going to try and get back into a regular schedule, doing more filming. As usual, I have way too many projects. I have a lot to do, and this one needs some work still. It does run and drive, which is kind of a first for me, but let's take a look at it. So this is a 1964 Chevrolet Corvair Monza Spyder convertible. As anyone who knows, on the early models in the Corvair, Spyder means one thing very specifically, and that means turbo. And personally, in my mind, I would say the 64 is probably the best of the best when it comes to the early model Corvairs. It's got the transverse leaf spring in the back. It's got the 164 cubic inch engine. There's a few little things about it that are just my personal favorite. And there it is, the 150 horsepower, flat six, turbocharged, air-cooled engine. This one does have an oil bath air cleaner that goes here. I don't have it in right now. My friend who passed built the engine, did quite a lot of stuff to it, but it still needs a few things. After he got diagnosed with cancer, he kind of let it sit, so it's being a little temperamental right now. But it does run, does start up and run. Not the best right now, which I need to take the carburetor off, but let's throw the top down and take a look at the inside and start it up. The other Corvair in the garage, the 65 Corsa convertible, which that has the 140 engine, which is the 4 one-barrel carburetors, which those are really great. That one does need a bit of stuff still. And my God, everything in here is so hot. All the surfaces, because it's hot today. But I won't roll down the windows right now, but it's an early model convertible. It's this good wood yellow is the color, which I think is really quite lovely. And the rear antenna, this is actually coated on the accessory plate, so the rear antenna is a correct original part to it. I'm going to bring you in so we can take a look at the interior. There's a few things that are still left to be done, but you know, it's a darn good start. So it has the black interior, which out here is honestly kind of painful, but you know, it is there. I have the door panels, brand new door panels that are in my truck. I just need to paint this black. He was in the process of doing that and kind of lost steam. A bunch of the seals, scrapers and stuff, I have new ones up that I need to install. The instrument cluster, we'll take a look at that in a minute. That needs some work, but you know, it's all just stuff to get done. And I need to get a new boot. This boot's pretty shriveled and it doesn't really work anymore, but at least it's there and it has a functioning top. And here's that absolutely amazing Spyder dash. One of my favorites of this era. This and the Corsa are just absolutely incredible. But we've got the tach speedometer, which I need to work on. It doesn't really work that well. We've got the vacuum and boost gauge, the cylinder head temperature, fuel gauge. We got a couple idiot lights down there, brights. And on the Spyders, they had to put this little pod down here to put the lighter and the wipers, because on the normal Corvairs, those are just up here. But with this, they modified it a little bit, and we've got the 2-spoke Spyder wheel. This whole combo is just my absolute favorite, but let's start it up from in here. I'm having a little bit of issue with the carburetor right now. It's running kind of rich, and at certain points it cuts out a bit. So I'm gonna take the carburetor off and take it apart. But it's got no muffler. It's a straight pipe from the turbo, and it has the most amazing sound. It's great. And it's got its original AM push button radio that my friend actually soldered an input into the volume side, so you can actually hook up an MP3 player and listen to modern music through an old single speaker. And it has a 3-speed shifter with a 4-speed, and it makes it kind of more like a short throw setup of something that he always did. And then the Monza Spyder glove box door. And we'll see if it will mildly behave for a quick drive up the road. Yeah, that would be a no. It is running like absolute crap. Yep, definitely need to get this thing worked on, get it running right. And now all of a sudden it's running a little bit better, I guess. Yep. I tell you what, when this thing gets in a boost, oh, it's glorious. I don't really want to get into it too hard right now. It's not all that warm and on my dirt road, but oh, it's the best. It honestly is. And I need to work on the brakes. It pulls really hard. But let me pull it back in the yard. It really is just an amazing car. And those are real knockoff wire wheels. They're not faux. They're actual Kelsey Hayes wheels that my friend put on a long time ago. So it's a great start. I also recently started buffing the paint out because it was very flat and chalky. So I got a little bit of this done, a little bit of the back, but I'm not really a huge fan of detailing, so it's going to take me a while, but I would like to get it cleaned up a little bit. But so yeah, there it is. So yeah, here's my newest to me 64 Corvair Monza Spyder Turbo Convertible. Probably one of my all-time dream cars that I've always wanted and I've never been able to get, but now I have. It's a little bit hard sometimes with losing my friend, and it just does remind me of him a lot, but at least I can enjoy it, continue on with finishing it up, and enjoy having an amazing early model convertible. But stay tuned. We're going to get some work done to this, do the carburetor, finish up some of the interior stuff, and try and make it to where it's a great drivable car. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And don't forget I have a Patreon. Details are down below in the description. And I'll catch you on the next video that I promise will be much sooner than it has been. Have a good one.